Clemson football is not what it used to be. Clemson football is trending downwards. What's going on? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube, coming to you on week one of the college football season, getting ready for Alabama taking on Western Kentucky. Clemson football, I'm telling you, if you're a Clemson football fan right now, you got to be worried. And we look back at the particular stats, right? You start back in 2015. Clemson had things going, right? 14-1. 2016, they're 14-1 as well. Right, 2017, 12-2, 2018, 15-0. But look at what has happened since. You start to trend the wrong direction, right? 14-1, still impressive, my goodness. And then 10-2, 10-3, 11-3, last season 9-4. And I think when you start to look at Clemson football, and if you're a Clemson football fan, you're probably wondering if this team can get back on track. I don't necessarily think so, and I think a lot has to do with Dabo Swinney right here because of the fact that he didn't want to change with the game of college football. And what I mean by that is even before the game, College Game Day, they were speaking to him. He felt that he didn't need to go into the transfer portal because he liked the guys on his team that he already had. He's got a lot of heat about that, and I think it's because that he didn't change with the time. You're starting to see Clemson football start to trend downward. Now, these teams in the ACC, as we've spoken about many times, the ACC is completely different than the SEC. And you're seeing it right now with Georgia, the number one team in the country, beating number 14 Clemson by a score of 34-3. The game's not even over, and I'm comfortable cutting this video because of the domination and the performance of the Georgia Bulldogs, by the way. By the way, they look great. Carson Beck, at this point in time, 23 of 33, 278 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, okay? So this particular Georgia football team, yes, they are good. I don't think that they're ultimately great at this point in time. Now, they're going to certainly be a challenge for Alabama here coming up, of course. But I think it's more the fact that Clemson just doesn't have the players to compete with a Georgia. They don't have the players to compete with an Alabama. I'm curious to see if they have the players to compete for the ACC championship game, right? Or to compete in the ACC this coming season. Coach Saban told us, you have to get used to, not just being a one-loss team. And can Clemson come back, this season? I don't know. I just feel that they don't have the players. Let me know what you think inside the comment box. When you look at Clemson and you look to who they were, who they used to be, what do you think about them? I want to hear from you inside the comment box. Let's look at their schedule real quick and kind of run through it, all right? So we go to FBS, and when you look at Clemson's schedule, you see that they have Georgia. Game, obviously, they'll lose. Take on Appalachian State. Open. Then you have NC State, Stanford, at Florida State, at Wake Forest, Virginia. Look, I think their schedule is favorable now that I'm looking at it for these guys to make a comeback. I just think overall it's not a good look for the ACC. You have Florida State losing in the opener, right, to Georgia Tech, who's a good football team. And you have Clemson being absolutely dominated today by Georgia. This is a good football team, but I don't think, 34-3, my goodness. Clemson, you got to come with it. I want to hear from you inside the comment box. When you kind of step back and you look at Clemson football, are they trending the wrong direction? I absolutely 1,000,000% think so. And it was shown today as Georgia takes it to Clemson. I don't even know what the final score is. I'll post it inside the comment box. But on national TV, a game that we are all looking forward to, a game that was, 2 touchdown favorite by Georgia. You lose, in the fourth quarter, it's 34-3. Are you going to continue to get recruits that want to go there? Man, it's definitely troublesome for the Clemson Tigers. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Yo, fam, I will be with you guys for this Alabama-Western Kentucky game. Come back to Bama Football on YouTube. We'll chop it up. We'll do a watch-along right here on Bama Football on YouTube.